It's already September. Now, I don't know about you, but don't you feel like this year just flew right by? In fact, for me, the past few years of my life flew like this. Suddenly I'm 24, suddenly I'm no longer a student, suddenly I'm done with university. That chapter of my life is closed and is in the past. Think about it. Don't you feel like the first week of school, or in fact the first month, time tends to move really, really slowly? Don't you feel like it takes a while before the weekend comes along? And as you go on in your semester, when midterms start to come and the assignments start to flow in, suddenly time feels like it's picking up, and bam, you're done with the semester. And then the next semester starts, and it's the same thing again, where in the beginning it's really, really slow and smooth, and every day is like new, it's fresh. And suddenly midterm hits, the assignments come in, and boom, another semester gone. Now, I know as cliche as it sounds, it feels like I was just in university in my first year in Vancouver. It felt like it was just yesterday. Now, I felt it especially when I graduated and found a full-time job. Now, you see, when you were growing up and when you reach a certain age of your life, there are these little refresh buttons in your life. For example, when you move from elementary school to high school, or from high school to university, there's this refresh button, right? Suddenly, everything's new again. Suddenly, everything's fresh. And then time tends to slow down a little bit for you. And then it goes really quickly, and then there's a refresh button again, you move on to a different chapter of your life, and then the same cycle repeats. But you see, when you start working full-time, and when you're done being a student, when you close a chapter of your life, and when you're in the real world, suddenly those refresh buttons don't come along that often anymore. And it's very, very easy for us to get stuck into a routine, right? You wake up, say you have a 9 to 5, you wake up, you shower, you commute to work, 9 to 5, maybe you go to the gym or go work out, and then you come home, you eat, you chill for a bit, then you go to sleep, and then the next day it repeats and it repeats and repeats. Time is just gonna go on faster and faster, and boom, where did your youth go? Seriously, the next time you're on your bus or you're commuting to school or to work or wherever, take a look around you. And you can see some people as you're heading to work, you can see those lifeless eyes. You can see that the spark that was once in your eyes just gets sucked out of them because of a routine, because of their jobs or whatever it is. You can just see that they have fully accepted that that is what they're going to be doing for the rest of their lives. And I don't know about you, but for me, that is really, really scary. And it's really sad too, because I'm a firm believer that we're all brought into this world as dreamers, that we all have big dreams and we want great things in our lives. But as soon as we get stuck into a routine, or when we enter the real world, these dreams start getting smaller, they start getting a little further out of reach, and people just settle for mediocrity. So if you relate to anything that I'm saying in this video at all, I want you to ask yourself, how can you break out of the routine that you're currently in? Now, it doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to go, hand in your resignation letter tomorrow morning to your boss. You don't have to quit your job or anything. But how can you break your current routine? Will it be taking a trip somewhere? Will it be starting a side hustle? Will it be learning something new? You see, again, I really believe that we're all brought into this world as dreamers. And it's really sad to see people giving up on those dreams. And in fact, the only reason why I started Apologue is because I almost became one of those people. I really thought being a dreamer and having those big dreams was just me being naive. I thought being a dreamer meant, I was still a kid. I wasn't in the real world yet. That everybody had to settle for what everybody else is doing. That you have to settle for what is normal. But it's not. And I see it in a lot of people's eyes, especially the younger ones. I can see that spark and that optimism and that fire to want to achieve great things and big things that are beyond them and beyond their wildest imaginations. And I don't want you to lose that. Be a dreamer. Don't waste your life away. I think you'll be much happier, much more motivated, and you'll feel like life is really worth living. So if you want to take the first step in better identifying what you're meant to do in this life and what your purpose is, I invite you to use our Purpose and Filters toolkit. Now, this will help you to better identify what you're meant to do, how you can take the first step in becoming and staying a dreamer, and to create some filters to help you to stay focused and to be more strategic in the things that you're doing. And so you're able to break out of routines, and so you're able to make sure that you are on top of things. This toolkit has helped over 1,000 students, and I really believe and I know that it will help you too. It's completely free, link is in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.